Sweet. How's it going, man?
I'm good. You?
I'm good.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. This is kind of strange because you're the first guest I've had on who I've well, we've met before, but not like properly. This is probably the proper first conversation we're ever going to have, which is kind of odd.
Wait, I can't have this on there. 1 second.
Oh no, the logo.
We ain't sponsoring, okay, bro. Had you since I was year 9, but don't like you like that, you know what I mean? My bad.
It's all good. But yeah, so we're here to talk music, Hellbound, various other things. Where did you where'd the music come from? Yeah.
Music has just always been one of those things. Like, every time someone asks me this question, if anyone else has seen any of my other interviews, I've said this 1,000 times. But basically, when I was my mum tells me the story. I was 5 years old, something like that, bare young, back in the car, and the song that was playing on the radio had the same kind of chord sequence, chord pattern as something else. You know what I'm saying? A Disney song. And I turned to my mum, being "Oh, mum, this is the same as a Disney song." And she was like, "What? How the fuck do you know that? You're 5 years old." Right. You know what I'm saying? So she kind of brushed it off, and she deeped it, listened to it, and she's like, "Wow, really be like that." So from then, she has pushed me into everything, but in the most loving way possible. Kind of when I didn't show any type of interest in stuff, she was like, "All right, cool, let's go on to the next thing." So I did piano and I did guitar, but that's from primary school ages. I always loved music though, kind of just always been one of those things.
So when did it turn from just
having a love for music into a career type thing?
Into what you're aiming to do now as it is?
So I think there's two different separate stages. There's there's the college stage where I was like, all right, cool, this is my career. I always knew what I was gonna do. I was gonna be a rapper. I was gonna be a musician. I was something in music. But in college, when I started recording and releasing and kind of just being more, out there type shit. That's something 8 years ago now, which is crazy. But that's when that started. And shout out Kingston College, shout out Lil Shmoo, because that's the first person I did a song with. He actually lives in Montana, America now. But that's bro. So that's when I first started making music. My first song Spooky was with him, with Lil Shmoo, and then wasn't until last year I met Hellbound, and that's when music how it is for me now has come to be proper, you know what I'm saying? People in London and in Brighton and apparently now in Northampton, people are you know what I'm saying? Because you're kind of cool, fuck with you, what you're doing this now and whatever. So the traction's been started since last year, and that was because just the group just full of we're just surrounded by really artists with integrity. You start really making art. You know what I'm saying? It's not a situation of just making something, just having fun. It's no longer having fun.
Yeah.
It's you know what I'm saying? It's still having fun, but it's serious now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
and you want to push it to that next sort of
literally it's
place,
art now. It's not just a little mess about in the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So just to wind it back ever so slightly, do you want to explain a little bit about what Hellbound is and stuff? Because I even myself, I'm barely. I just know the people who have connected with. Yeah, so you're sort of representing the the team here a little bit.
Yeah, for real. Shout out the team, shout out gang, shout out Skelly, shout out Draco, shout out Skeleton Boy. You know what I'm saying? So everyone's full name. Skeleton Boy, shout out Lyric, shout out Draco the manager for real. But so Hellbound, we're just literally as a group of just 4 people with just the craziest styles. But we can all kind of still you know what I'm saying, go in with each other type thing. We have a song called This Ain't What You Want, which is out now, so you man better run now. And it's all of us are in it, and you can just see how all of us completely you know what I'm saying, complement each other, but at the same time
differentiate from each other as well.
So literally we're just a bunch of us just cool guys in it. It's cool as us got together, being let's just run something. Yeah.
How did it all were you there at the very inception of it, or
not even. I came late to Hellbound, didn't it? Because I was in London starting my music thing, post college, post lot of life fuckeries, and I was nah, like, I need to do something. I need to do this. I need to do it hard because, like, if I don't, then I'm gonna die. Like, literally, there's no other thing in this but music. It's like, I can do, like, I did drama, I did all these other things, it's like whatever, but nothing filled my heart like music does.
Yeah, yeah.
So, it wasn't until my boy K-Miz, shout out K-Miz as well. He was from like London area, and he had a show in Brighton because he's linked up with the ITM crew. Shout out ITM as well. And so I went down to Brighton just to go film K-Miz is doing the show, and FL Lean was on there. Shout out FL Lean, and he did a song with Skeleton Boy. So I'm filming FL Lean set because I know of Lean anyway because he links up with another group in London called 37 Mob. Shout out 37 Mob. I'm gonna shout out everyone the whole time, but yeah, shout out 37 Mob. And fucking so I know of Lean for a hot sec, and Skeleton Boy was on the stage. He was going dumb, like jumping on like speakers and just like a real rock star. First time I've ever seen like a real rock star, like just with like not like at the O2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like someone
yeah.
like me type shit.
Yeah.
And it still has like, you know what I'm saying? And I linked up with him after the show, being like, yeah, I got videos. Your set was fucking hard. You're just awesome. I fuck with everything that you're doing and whatever. He was like, yeah, bro. It's gang. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with your energy and whatever. I was like, yeah, I've got a show in Brighton. I think it was like a couple weeks after that. So I came down to that show in Brighton, and he pulled up, which is sick because in music, people aren't real like that, innit? They won't pull up. They won't actually try and engage.
Especially
with
to go that distance as well.
What I'm saying. So yeah, he pulled up to the show. He pulled up to the show, and he was like, "Yeah, I fuck with you." You know what I'm saying? And like from there, I think after then we made our song Rage, and then we just ran it up completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rage, was the event I was at in Bristol?
That's New Rage. And
yeah,
we're gonna cut that part out because fuck New Rage. Yeah, I don't know if we're doing this completely like the whole way through, but yeah, no, fuck New Rage. Fuck
no worries. It's all right. Going back to your music then.
Yeah.
New album in the works by the sounds of it.
I have an album. I've been like, kind of like. I feel like Kanye / like Carti because like I literally put up the date. I was like, yeah, June 2023. Yeah, it's coming. Nope. Nope. I was like, ooh, I don't like how this is. Like, basically, I revised the album at least 3 times. It's not the same album that I started with.
That you like set out.
Literally.
That's good though. That's
literally, kind of, it's grown with me. So, but then like, sometimes I think, oh yeah, I should have just dropped it when I first had it because then that would have been that's melodious. That's like the birth of the idea type thing. And then but at the same time now, the music that I'm making for the album is beautiful and I love it. So yeah, Asmodeus is going to be the album. Asmodeus is the demon of lust in, there's like kind of Tears of Hell type thing. I think it's like John Sutton. It was an old like kind of like playwright type, philosopher type thing, innit? And he just leveled hell out and like this demon each one type thing.
Yeah.
There's like Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Lucifer, all these different people. I fuck with Asmodeus. So yeah, I literally kind of, it's like dark, sexual, like just like everything that you don't want to talk about, whether it be your mental state, whether it be past relationships, whether it be how you like, you know what I'm saying, future stuff, like it's all encapsulated in that, all of my feelings, all of my emotions.
Is the idea of like you feel like you can't say it like the driving force to then put it out in that way?
Literally. No. See, what it has been, it's just been live stuff. Why the album has changed so much? Because like if I did drop, I say I wanted to drop it when I first had it, but then that would have been me then. It wouldn't have been. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have had to call it something else, not rather than calling it Asmodeus, because I feel like Asmodeus, I really want it to be a big thing. You know what I'm saying? So I want it to be like a proper, like at least a couple years worth of work that I can kind of go, yeah, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. You know what I'm saying? Like proper pick at it rather than just like bang out songs and then just be like, all right, cool, I've got a collective piece of work, throw out.
Yeah. It's like it needs to be put together and it needs to.
Because I did that. Starting off doing music, I did that. I was like, yeah, I'll record a song, not even mix it. Like I'm like, this sounds hard. Yeah. SoundCloud. Like literally, like SoundCloud is like 30, but it's also so bad because it's so easy. It's like, you know what I'm saying. So you kind of sometimes you start off doing some doing some madnesses. Like I had this song called Martian when I was in college that so I dropped it at college when I was like in the Mac suites and stuff, whatever, in the studio. I left the studio, I'm listening to it on the way home. As I'm getting home, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. Every stop I'm getting on the train, it's getting worse. Oh. I get home, I'm like, nah, it's got to go. It's got to go. So this song was up for like 3 hours, on the way home. Like from when I finished college, on the way home, and I got back, and I'm like, nah, it's got to go. And even within that time, my man, them were like, Kof, nah. That's a miss. That was a miss. That was a miss. I'm like, I know, bro. I know. It's stress. But it's kind of like SoundCloud's good and bad in that way because obviously that you can just do shit, but then
it's good because it's instant. It's a bit like Instagram. You know, you throw shit out and then like you look back on it, and you're like, I should have kept that one in there.
Literally, maybe I was a bit too emotional there. You know what I'm saying? But the album is gonna be sick. I'm very close to finishing. I like to say, I said that like again 3 times and then scrapped it. So I like to say
third time's a charm though.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's a magic number.
Literally, and I really like because it's like dark hyper pop, rage. I even got some like kind of like I had like a not a jerk beat. It was a I don't know, but it was like just a completely different genre to everything else that was in there, but it kind of still fit with everything type thing because it was all kind of like hyper poppy, proper like quick, high pitched type shit.
Would you say that's something that like you're just talking about like just a different genre of turning up in it? Is that sort of like a bit of a connecting thread between all of the like people who are involved in like the Hellbound?
100%.
It seems to be like from my brief encounter with it, I seem to notice a trend of it being this sort of like
there's like it's like a singular thread that kind of clinks us all together, and I think that'll probably be like post punk, like kind of post punk genre will probably kind of link us all together because like that's something that we all would fuck with, but because obviously we've got like lyrics like new metal, like by like at its core new metal,
right?
And fucking I'll say. Fucking Skelly's kind of like grime mixed with like post-punk type shit. Yeah. Or grime like mixed with like metal type shit. He's probably gonna hate every single one that I kind of say, but no, I'm actually some proper niche core. You know what I'm saying? But I was really sorry, Skel, if you don't like that description. I'm so sorry, gang. But and I say Drake is kind of like a theory, like it used to be. He's leaning heavily on the post-punk thing right now. Like, bro, you man listen to Scriptures, crazy tune. But actually, no, Lost in the Legs, me and Draco. Hopefully, that'll be out by the time this comes out as well, because that song is so sick. But yeah, Draco's like a plethora of different genres as well. But he started off with kind of like rappy type shit, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like saucy, like kind of like, you know what I'm saying, drip type rap. And obviously, me, I would say I'm rage at my core, but then I kind of did a lot of like hip hop type shit when I was like just starting up, like. I have a song called Bread that's still on SoundCloud. I won't put it anywhere else because I don't like it anymore. But that song, I'm like, it's straight bars, just going straight bars. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up, my mum showed me music. She showed me like Cypress Hill and like the Friday movie soundtrack was every Saturday. Every black kid knows this, when it's Saturday morning and the music's blaring from downstairs, you know you're cleaning. It's cleaning day. It's cleaning day. So when you man were hearing that, I was hearing the Friday. I was hearing Ice Cube. Like, I was hearing the lighter flick, and I'm like, all right, cool, lit. So
it's so funny, because, like, we're similar age, and I imagine, because I had a conversation with another of my friends, and the white kid version of that is, like, the Kerrang! Top 100 is, like, your parents have on the TV.
Black Sabbath's on, let's go.
Let's go, Mum's doing the ironing. It's a good day.
No, I think I'm pretty like, you know what I'm saying, that album's like, soon come, hopefully it'll be sick. No, it's going to be sick, it's going to be amazing, but I might just start dropping stuff that was going to be on it, you know what I'm saying, on the lead up to it, to kind of everyone kind of get a feel type thing, so.
Yeah, it's almost like I was listening to another artist as well, and he was releasing literally like every project he's released is like, then on, I think it was on like Spotify, obviously the project set, and then on YouTube, like
it'll do like the
there's like almost like a B-sides thing that's not on Spotify, but it's like tracks that almost feel like they fit in between the other ones when you listen to it.
Literally, and I think I probably will do something like that, or even do like just a B-side. Just do a B-side
album
or do a deluxe or something like that. Try and just stream farming. But, but like, you know what I'm saying? Try and get as many streams as possible. And, but yeah, I'm going to run that up as much as possible. I need to release more music anyway. But trying to go on to different stuff. I want to, like, me, Hellbound, we literally recently did a show with Yartha, the clothing brand, and we all got t-shirts. We all did t-shirts for that and sold t-shirts for that. And from doing that, made me go, "Oh, I like clothes and I like designing stuff." Yeah. So I think I'm linking up with East Midland Demons. Shout out, bro. Shout out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be doing some stuff soon. And yeah, so look out for clothes, look out for music, look out for the gang, pretty much.
Nice. So, all right. How did, like, I know you said is like clothes been in the back of your mind before, or was it just like suddenly one of those things where like?
See, like it was always like really far back though. Like I had acting before I had clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Like so acting something I want to get into, and I used to kind of dabble type shit. Like when I say dabble, I mean stagecoach. You know what I mean? like literally at stagecoach. I did go to Brit School for a little bit. That was for street dance. But while I was there, I was kind of talking to people, being like, "Oh, like what's that like? What's this like? What's that like? What's this like?" And just trying to get into stuff. Signing up to agencies, and then we'll get to a job and be like, "No, I'm not doing this. Not doing this cereal commercial. It's not happening." You know what I'm saying? I'm not being the kid with the bulb being like, "It's not happening, bro. Not happening." So yeah, kind of like I just kind of not even like give up, but like kind of just nothing will kind of pick my fancy. But then when the Yartha show happened, sorry, gang. I literally you have my face on your t-shirt. I can't see your brand properly, but I'm so sorry. But yeah, when that happened, I was like, yeah, this is sick, because it's like, one, my face on the t-shirt, and I'm still alive. Lol. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just cool as fuck. And I just can't wait to just jump into that for real.
Yeah. So that collab, did they just do literally like one t-shirt for each artist, basically?
No. It's all group of us. Auntie's on the t-shirt as well. Shout out Auntie gang.
Oh mad.
Yeah, because it was for that show. We did like literally
limited merch for that show. Yeah,
limited stock. All of us were on the t-shirts. But yeah, it was Hellbound X Yartha shirt. It was sick. Sick.
That sounds cool. Man, I wonder if there's anything else to cover in terms of music and stuff. Like,
just a lot of stuff are just not out yet. But I'm really excited for people to hear it. Really excited. Like, it's just like band stuff as well. I want to try and get a band together. Because I'm finding those, as I said, I'm finding the post-punk stuff and be like, yeah, hard. But I'll make it harder if I had a guitarist and a bass player and a drummer on stage. And it's like,
especially when it comes to the live version, it always adds something when it's like
always.
Proper,
if you can feel like the kick in the drum, like in your chest, like yeah, it's hard. So that's something that I've kind of like dabbled in, but it's just like, obviously, get album done first. And then move into other things. So I'm like, but then I go, oh, all right, cool. Zoning on the album. I go, oh, new beat. This beat sounds cool. I want to get a band together. Oh, it'd be cool to get a band. You know,
in your mind just spirals. That's
like
I struggle with that as well. Like to the point where like
shit, nothing, like barely anything gets done. Nothing gets finished. I got bare like half done projects, or like 75% finished, and like so close to finishing. But I'm just like,
We've been talking about getting this podcast sorted for the last like 4 months, like, and it's finally come round, and it's just like it's taken. It's just like the thing I'm trying to nail is just being like present on what's actually at hand, because half the time I'm like in the moment on one project, and in the back of my head I'm thinking about like the next one, or what I've got to do for the last one, because it's sort of like with what we do, which is like film. So this is like the production, and then I'm gonna have to sit at the computer and edit it. And the problem is like I could be sitting here now thinking about
how you're gonna edit it, what song you're gonna put in the back, or even
other
past projects.
Yeah. That's why, like, because we went out to lunch earlier and I was sat on my phone. I was, like, typing out notes for Auntie's video, because I was like, I need to get this out of my head. Otherwise, I'm going to sit here in this interview with you, like daydreaming about it. Being like, remember that for later. As now it's, like, written down. My mind can just, like, can delete that from the hard drive and be like,
for real. The hard drive is so full right now.
Yeah.
And I got terabytes, and it's just oh shit. Mostly Kendrick Lamar lyrics, I can't lie. Kendrick Lamar and Juice WRLD lyrics are just to keep my brain, they're all in my brain.
Just saving random shit. Like,
literally.
Just being like, fuck.
Did you know? Just all that was. Bro, don't watch Star Wars with me, cause I'll hit you with did you knows every 5 seconds. I promise you that.
Like director's commentary.
Yeah, I call me George Lucas, I can't lie to you. Know more about that shit than he does. Can't lie. Midichlorians, stop it.
Oh man. And then sort of the other thing we wanted to talk about was the hand.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone's been watching it in the video being like, what's going on?
What the fuck happened? So, there's no software to put it. I got stabbed. So this was after a Sinner show. Shout out Sinner, shout out Dej, all them man were there as well. Shout out Zio. You know what I'm saying? Fucking that show was hard as fuck. Except, actually, Zio, I haven't spoken to you about this yet, but you were smoking on stage, innit? And you got us. We can't book that fucking venue anymore because you were smoking on stage. You dickhead. We literally do a show in March, but now we got to rebook the place. Don't worry. But fucking yeah. So after that show, we just went out. You know, what I'm saying, went clubbing and that. And some guys just being belligerent on some top bit, innit? And like they were just kind of just causing hassle for everybody downstairs. Everyone was like, you know what I'm saying, what the fuck is going on right there? And me and my boy Lean, Lean is always the nigga that I get into altercations with, and he's the one that kind of gives me that little side. I'm like, yeah, let's go run out. Let's go fuck up. He's like, let's just go do it, innit? So he gave me the look at it, yeah. I'm like, bro, we can't go. Once we go out, we can't go back in, because we're in a smoking area. Like, once we go out, we can't go back in. And he goes, one second. Talks to the bouncer. Bouncer's like, yeah, go, fuck it, I don't like him either. So we're like, okay, it's up. Litty. So I've run up, yeah. Always nigga, you know what I'm saying, always me at the front, shower and being bare loud, innit? I was like, bro, what is it? What? You know what I'm saying? What? Who wants what? And then the guy's like, what, is that that thing? I'm like, yeah, bro, fucking, I'm all day, I'm there. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm running up, pulling the trousers up, and yeah, I'm about to throw down. The hand's about to be crazy, about to go Floyd Mayweather on this guy, yeah? I see the 15-inch stainless steel come out of his jeans. I'm like, nah. Allow it. So I spat it back. Literally, big old Rambo comes out of his trousers. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. I spat it round, running now, and then I get caught in like his corner, and I'm like, shit. I turn back around, and he's just there, swing, the mightiest swing. Bro thought he was Thor. I was like, I was like, bro, allow it. So I've put my hand in, like, you know, survival tactics, put my hand up, being like, because that was going to go, juggler, you know, open. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, put my hand up. So now, I'm not going to show you, man, the pictures, but like, fucking.
Yeah, we get taken off of YouTube for that shit.
Completely. But yeah, they're stitching all the way up here to like there. My hand was like, not hanging, but like, the pinky was far. Like, the pinky was far. Tenders, all that showing. I literally with my hand, it was far. But yeah, that was peak. But which is bare weird, yeah. Happens in Brighton. I moved from London. Make it make sense. That seems backwards. Make it make sense. I moved away from this, and I've been in that lifestyle as well. Like I'd been trapping. I did all the trapping thing. I set up, like, you know what I'm saying, set up raves back in 2017, 18 times, and like. Going from being around Z-Cage, Rambos, even holding my own 15, yeah, and like not having to actually, like, you know what I'm saying, not having to do nothing around my guys anyway. Altercation will happen, it'll get shown, but nothing's getting chopped. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I might have to cut that part. You might have to cut that part.
Just a big.
But fucking, yeah, like shit, like, you know what I'm saying, shit go down, but it will never get that icky. Yeah. And then it got that sticky when I was there, and I was just like, bro, it makes no sense, bro. Like,
it's not the place where you expect it, you know what I mean? It's like,
I came out of the jungle into civilization, and this what happens, bro. Like, right, cool, I'm going back to the trenches, Jay. Let's just show me having a good life, bro. Let's go back to the trap.
But it's also like on the episode of this with Auntie, we were talking about Brighton. Like, it's also not the place you expect to have this like underground music.
Oh yeah, no, Brighton.
Especially not like it's known for music, but more like not that style of music. Like, it's a different.
Literally, and if we're talking about Brighton music, we need to talk about we need to talk about Pez, we need to talk about E-Thing, we need to talk about Marshall, we need to talk about Benny Boy, we need to talk about fucking. There's just literally plethora of artists. Onyx, Naf's up in Scotland now, bro. But Naf, we fucking miss you. We love you. Fluffy Bunny, Taz. Shout out fucking Taz. I'm so sorry I got too long to get your name, bro. Love you, gang. But fucking bro, I'm just trying to go top of my head right now, innit? But like, yeah, no, there's so many, and it's literally like a plethora of different genres, different styles, not ever. But like, the Brighton scene is like a more humble and nice London scene. Because like, you're still going to meet bad people, still going to like, you know what I'm saying, chill and bump into loads of people. You're going to go to a show and see how someone saw at the last show, at that show, and be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's not as fucking snobby as the London scene. You touched it a little bit in it, and you just seen how people.
I think that's not even just a music thing. That's just London, man. It's like a more snobby version of all of England. I think it's like we put it against the music scene, but it's not their fault. It's this place's fault. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And like
but everyone's just bare worried about, like as Andy was saying before, and we're worried about after, but how they be perceived and like what's going on and like, oh, is this cool? Is this in trend? Is this like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, you're weak. Like, just do yourself, innit?
I think that it just didn't feel like it was kind of like what we were talking about with Auntie, with the like how you feel like you have to do something as a product for someone else. Literally. And like when that's not what you're interested in as a artist or creative, it can be quite detrimental as a creative.
You
and like
in a box that you would never meant to be in. like literally.
And you feel like you're competing with everyone, and you feel like it just.
And like music is like rap as well. At its core, it's kind of like that kind of rap battle, me versus you. Is you eat me type situation. But like, bro, London just takes that and just runs with it because it's London. So it just runs with it and just takes it to some mad deep level, and it's just mad long.
But I've seen it in like every industry that I've touched, because photography takes you in some weird places. So like I'm just touching rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not touching like a jazz. But that's why I say it's just like London in general, because like not all of my photography is music based. You do other stuff, and you're just like there is a trend and like
tinge of just like like uppity, and you're like allow it, bro. You're not all that.
And the weird thing is where we are here in Northampton, it's like we're equal distance from Birmingham and London, so we're sort of like this weird in between. And like there's a lot of people who do stuff in London but stay here. To keep out the way, basically, because there's a level of like
probably
too much.
The smartest thing to do. Because like, bro, going to London to make your bread, 100%. There's so much there to make your money from, but staying there is gonna kill your soul. Kill your soul.
Just being on the tube, man.
And you hear it, like now. Like, bro, I get on the tube, bro. I get like sensory overload.
I always find like doing a photo shoot with someone in London is the hardest thing, because sometimes like you'll meet somewhere. And you'll meet up at whatever train station, and it'll be like, okay, now we get like a half an hour tube somewhere else. And it can be like the first time you've met the person, and then you have to sit in the tube in silence, literally, opposite from each other, being like, it's too loud to talk, or you have to keep going, like, you say something, they're like, what? Huh? And it goes, you just like, and then when it comes to actually like taking the photos, these person's like already like half an hour, and it just feels awkward. Like anywhere else in the country, you just meet up and then you go, you get into it, you know. It's
London be like that for real. Be like that. Fucking cesspit, but we love it though.
We're still gonna go every so often. We're still gonna hang out. Like, you can't avoid it, because it is a place that people go to get something in a way. And it's a networking spot. And there's something to do, albeit it always costs way too much money for what it is. But
stop it. Actually, saying that, you man ain't got it too well. I came up here thinking, I'm thinking £3 pints, bro.
No. Nah. Here ain't good.
£5 red stripe. 5 on 10 red stripe. But at least it's on draft though. It's on draft. I gotta give it that. Gary Baldy.
Shout
out Gary Baldy.
Second home, 5-minute walk from here.
Literally, that's where we're going.
It's the one.
Literally.
But
it's been sick though. It's been surty. Music's been awesome, and it's taken me a lot of places, like here, bro. Like literally, this wouldn't have happened if I didn't. You just run this up. And I'm grateful as fuck.
I was about to say I'm grateful for you coming down, because not a lot of people, like, it's Northampton's a hard sell, and like there's definitely
like, why?
What's the,
like,
what the
point?
point?
Like, to do this. Why? Like, what, one day train up and down.
But I think the thing is, like, here it just needs that. there's all the different components. It's just linking them together and like
we just need one rich person to come in and be like, just drop something, drop like a really cool club that they just play like bare cool things, or like a creative area. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everyone can go in for free. Like, we need something like that.
And it is this. It's just getting people to like band together. And I think slowly with like, because our goal in our studio here is to somewhat do that. Like, I'm not trying to say we're responsible for everything good, but like, you know.
Talk your shit. Like,
yeah, but
we're like, people come in and don't say photo.
And I'm hoping like we can create like some people to link up together who wouldn't have otherwise and things like that, and just give sort of, to be fair, like give a setting that isn't a pub, because the biggest problem before was like
everyone's around like kind of like that nightlife type thing, and it just kind of becomes a bit.
And when all the art is coming from essentially like creative alcoholics, like it all takes this certain direction, and it can only be so good because you're fucking your brain up every night. Literally, you know what I mean? Literally. Like, we still go, but like I think it's just giving it a space where like people can come here, and it's kind of like
a sober creative space, because there is no sober creative spaces. Because it is like, oh you're creative, you want a bag? Like, no, please no.
And I think it's like LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But not like LinkedIn, because LinkedIn sucks. But you know that little LinkedIn advert where they're like, find your customers in a space where they want to do business, rather than on Instagram where they're all being like dickheads. It's like,
so cool. So awesome. You're not mum's garms. Like, bro, the amount of time I see niggas wearing their mum's garms, I'm just like, all right, you get your nail polish from your mum. That was me. I'm literally talking about myself. All my nail polish comes from my mum. Shout out, mum.
But yeah, and I feel like with the Hellbound thing, there's a similar sort of vibe of sort of like-minded people coming together to. Literally. You're all still creating individually, but it's like there's however many people, and then you can each bolster each other and have that bit more than just if you were on your own.
A social farm as well, because we are all like, bro. So someone posts something, everyone in the group's posting, reposting it, and so unless we all have like kind of around 2,000-ish fans each. Followers, sorry, don't say. Won't say fans, because we do not have 2,000 fans each. But like, I can say for myself, I don't. But fucking other niggas kind of do. But fucking like when we share each other shit, it's just obviously different people from different ends. Like fucking Draco is like from Leicester. I'm originally from Bristol, but live in London. Draco's from fucking Braintree. No. Skelly's from Braintree, and
where the fuck is that?
That's Essex.
Oh shit. Okay.
And Lyrics from Oxford. So it's like we have all these like obviously people from different areas now listen to our music that know them from like, you know what I'm saying, growing up type shit, as well as musicians from those areas that have gone, alright, we fuck with you because you're from the same ends.
And that's huge. It's just like everyone has slightly different audiences, obviously, like, because that's the big one of the big reasons me and Alex, who run the studio with, are like brought back this podcast as well, because it is like we just want to meet more people, and it gets to the point, like, we used to do an older podcast, which don't try and find, it's awful. But it got to the point where it was like, who should we have on next? And it was just like Northampton people who, it was just the same little circle of like however many people, like I think we did something like 38, 40 episodes, but it got to the point where like everyone knows everyone in that group, and they have the same sort of people would know of them, if you know what I mean. And like, obviously it's a little bit now different now because everyone's got a bit bigger and like grown and older and stuff. But I think the biggest thing was to try and show off those people, but also introduce some other people and sort of expand, because it's like,
I think that was probably just a time thing at that point in time. Because like this one, it's just definitely going to, because I know for myself that all the Hellbound are definitely, bro, they love cameras. Lyric don't love a camera. Yeah. Scale don't, you know what I'm saying? Scale's a bit here and there with cameras, but Draco loves a camera. So Draco's gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? So literally, we would all love to do, you know what I'm saying, love to do a fucking interview. I know a plethora of people that would love to do an interview as well. Not an interview, but a podcast, come sit down, just talk about shit, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people 100%. Have a lot of things to say, and no one really wants to listen. So
and I think it's just sort of trying to build that platform off the back of this room, what it was anywhere, and sort of like get it across, because there's already people listening to our studio that wouldn't necessarily know of you yet, and then vice versa as well. So it's like, it's just it's that whole thing, just like connecting all the dots. And like,
do you believe in the 7 people theory? Like, you know everybody in the world by 7 people. So you know me, and then I know somebody, and then they know somebody, and then they know somebody, and obviously you know every person in the world by those, like, by the 7 people.
Yeah, because it all just connects up. Yeah,
like that. So,
well, that's all. Everyone's like, at some point, everyone's related if you go back far enough. You know what I mean? We're all humans, so it's 100%. Like, 7 people. How many people are on the planet though? Like, are we at like 9 billion yet, or something ridiculous?
No, I think we're at 8 something. 8. Yeah, 8 billion people in the world. Crazy. For 7 Actually, no, I think 7 billion. I think that's wild. Last time I checked, it was 7 billion. Yeah. But
those crazy links do happen. Like, to some people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, my dad knows that guy," and you're like, "How the fuck?" Like, it's like proper random ones.
Like, we had one because Skelly was fucking with East Midland Demons, and a star came down in an East Midland Demons jumper and be like, "Oh," she didn't really know Skelly too tough, innit? But she was like, "Oh yeah, jumper, I know him." And it was like, "Oh, how the fuck did that happen?" But like, so Skelly, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that like everyone's gonna know everybody at some point, especially in like music and artsy scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes it even smaller.
Yeah, and especially though, like, just the fact that he was wearing that jumper then gave Oz a reason to talk to him. Like, it's finding those links, because otherwise it is just like I know that guy, but then it can be like sort of
like, you know what I'm saying? And like, you
nice
kind of
jumper, all that sort of stuff, and it
literally, and it bounces off like, because like once you know that you like that jumper, you like that style, then you're gonna go, okay, what are some like kind of sub things that come off that style, like into music, into arts, into this and whatever, and then you can kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Everyone start talking to everybody. I can literally, I could be like, oh yeah, you know X and Natasha, you know what I'm saying? And you say we both do like music stuff and stuff and whatever. So
and then it goes, and then that's basically how you end up with like a full-on subculture, which is what it sort of, in a weird way, kind of. It sounds, I don't know, if I say like the whole Hellbound thing, and like, because it seems to have, it doesn't even feel like, it's weird. It doesn't even feel like Anti and Essie and like Astara have like. It just felt like there was 2 groups of people doing the exact similar stuff, and then I imagine there's other people as well. So it is just like
literally that. And then shout out Dej for linking us together, because it was Hoodstock, which we got linked together at, because like we both, like, Andy was playing Hoodstock and so was Skeleton Boy, so we kind of brushed shoulders at that point, but not like been like, yo, like, I actually filmed her set then. I didn't know her. I just thought, this goes hard. You know what I'm saying? This goes hard. Like, she's going crazy. And I was filming her set, and then after I dapped her up or some shit like that, I'd be like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You're that girl for real. And then
it's just mad how it's like formed in 2 separate places without the input.
Like literally any input from like each other. Like,
so it doesn't feel like you have 4 people who have sat around and like brainstormed an idea together and then like are really trying to make it happen. It was like already there. And it's just like the links in between.
And there's stuff from my childhood stuff. Like, I was talking to her about I can't remember what it was. It was kind of like an old it was Twisty. It was the guy, he was like, hey, what the problem, man? And he was running through LA. And he like ran over her first, and like whatever. But it's kind of like pop culture stuff that happened within that kind of scene-ish type shit. So it was like underground music, which was like when Yeet was coming up. And I was like, yeah, talking to her about that. And she was like, yeah, I remember that. And so it's kind of stuff that would happen in pop culture that we would both know about, but obviously completely
different places.
So, which makes it bad cool. Kind of like no one's really had a personal experience.
It's like that meme going around where it's like, what do you mean someone else was doing that? Like, what? It's like even when you're in the car talking about stuff that happened at like school and stuff. And obviously like, and we was like, all of us in the car went to different schools and that stuff, being like, that happened at my school.
Fizz. And Mick was like, yeah, Randolph Fizz.
We get the compass out, like, it was the same at every school. Like,
literally.
Which is just weird, because no one sat down, like, it's not like when you were a little kid, your parents are like, right, you're year 7 now. Yeah. So let me show you this little trick you need to know. Like, but just somehow someone in the year group figured it out. Like, it's just like,
we're all monkeys, bro, for real. We are not. There's nothing cool about humans, bro. We have opposable fun. That's it. Like, we are animals.
For that, like, bodes well for art, because it's just like, it's that mentality of like, well, I'm gonna make it for me, and if I like it, someone else probably
definitely will. Like, it feels like when you're making it, it feels like somebody might. But then when you've made it, you actually made it and put it out, you're like, wow. Like, the reception you get back from it, like, whoa, like, my song, You Never Meant It. I was like, fucked my ex-girlfriend, and like kind of a whole breakup and shit like that. And like the hook, it goes like, you never meant it. I guess you never meant it. I never meant it. I guess I never meant it. So kind of like it goes from you, I'm not sure about, like, you definitely didn't mean it. I'm not sure if you meant it or not. And then it goes into, I definitely didn't mean it. I'm not sure if I meant it or not. And I did that being like, oh, that's a really like little, you know what I'm saying? Small little thing. People are going to pick up on that. And then I can't remember what show it was, but someone kind of came up to me after being like, bro, how you did like the growth in the hook, and like you show like how you kind of start thinking about your scene from yourself. I was like, wait, what? Fuck? Just like
they get it too. It's like someone actually listens.
It's crazy because it's like, bro, I'm really like, not to be all like cliche and all like sad and like, you're not alone in it. You're never, whatever you're going through, you're never alone because someone's definitely felt that before.
Yeah. I mean, we all live on the same planet.
Exactly.
Unless you're living on Mars, then you're gonna have gone through similar things. That's when shit's gonna get weird when like Martian music starts coming out.
Shit will slap though. I can't lie.
It will slap, but it'll be the most unrelatable shit ever.
Yeah, 100%. I had rocks, they were dusty. Okay, fair, bro, fair. Talk your shit, guy. The rover knocked over. Oh!
God. Maybe that's a reason to go to Mars, write a whole album. Just come back. Treat.
I was seeing green men. Gas though.
We're getting dangerously close to just like crazy.
Word. It'll start rambling.
This is gonna get weird.
Facts.
Cut it off before we start getting called, like,
start going to different
conspiracy podcasts.
What Pluto? What Pluto's got? Alright, cool.
Let's get it off before it goes too far. This has been a fucking fun fucking episode.
No
thanks,
cap
man.
though. No cap. Thank you for having me for real.
Thanks for coming through. But
Squaw. Kofi Tap Taps. Tap Taps is dead on Instagram. Taps dead on Twitter. Find me and I'll find you back. Love.
Sick.
Little side of that shit.
Nice, cool.